Welcome to the Whitetail Legacy Podcast.
And we get the back view of him. And I mean, it's just a mega.
52 yards is a long shot. Magnum PI, what we named him. No idea.
Just a magnum.
Yeah, just a magnum.
Come on cam last year, we said probably 150, mid 150.
Yeah.
Same doe from the morning come out with that 9-pointer.
Here steps out this 90-inch 8-pointer. You're like,
I'm like, okay, well, there's still a buck back there grunting.
Yeah.
And then out steps like another 90-inch 8-pointer. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm like, deer, right there.
Yeah, like
and he's already
yards.
30 yards.
Yeah.
He was literally 5 yards from the base of the tree. Could have been, had a buck down at 1:40 in the afternoon, back there deep on public. 3 does come out pretty early. It was like 245, 24-yard shot, sent the combat veteran, and I tell you what, man, dude, it just smoked. We always get so jacked up when the other person kills. It's just almost like we got it done.
Yeah. And when you killed that doe, I was like, hell yeah, man.
And we come down here to Missouri.
My ass homie one more time. I'm like, is it a good buck? And he goes, yeah, real good, solid buck. I'm like, all right, boom. And the deer just drops. Sure. Super special to me.
Whitetail Legacy Podcast, bringing you back to the hunt and leaving a legacy. Baller Rut.
This is the Whitetail Legacy Podcast coming at you. Kicking it old school right off the bat. That's what I used to say when I didn't know what to say right at the beginning. Oh, we're still on the airwaves. People cannot believe it. All right. Well, we have Matt and Cindy from VIP talking about the combat veteran again. They put out some prototypes, and now they have the new steel blades in. These are the same steel blades as the veteran that are going to last 10x times longer than the blades that they put out first. People wanted them quick, so Matt said, hey, I'm going to put these blades on. And when we get the new ones in, we'll send you the new blades. A lot of good details in this. You can now buy the veteran, the 2-blade, at $35 a pack. And you can buy them directly from Matt or the website. And the combat veteran, being new, is going to be the $50 now. But if there's listeners out there that are shooting the veteran, $35 a pack, that's an awesome price. So let's get into the people that make this possible, and we'll get into the show. VIP, this whole episode is about VIP.
There it is.
So you can get all the deets to what they got going on. Just huge shout out to Matt and Cindy for all they do. Absolute great people. And if you call, they give both their numbers in here. If you guys got any questions on the broadhead or just want to talk to Matt, give him a call. He's going to answer you. He's going to get back with you, and you're going to be able to talk to the owner of the company. So that's pretty cool. Do you have the VIP shout out?
Yeah, this week's shout-out is Gerald McVeigh. He was in the Army for 12 years, and he had 2 deployments overseas. So I told Gerald, I said, if I was to enlist, the Army would be where I would have signed up. I just feel like that's kind of my speed from looking from the outside, that's what I would do.
I just feel like a Navy SEAL is super badass just because they're like so low-key.
I would say that's too low-key for me.
Yeah, they're like super, like you do everything under the curtains. No one knows what you do. You're like, you get no credit for anything.
Right.
But I'm not that good of a swimmer, bro. So I'd have to swim a lot. But I just think that'd be super badass. But yeah, Army would be probably where I'd be. My ASVAB would be super low. So that's definitely where I'd be.
So, Gerald, we appreciate everything you did, man, in 12 years. And that 2 times you went away from your family. We can't thank you enough for standing up for everything that we believe in.
All right, ECW calls, all your custom call needs. Check them out, embrycustomwoodworking.com. You got Exodus?
Yeah, this week's Exodus trail cam tip is not to get caught up in the megapixel that is being marketed to you. One thing that you need to really focus on is the image sensor size. I know that Exodus is using a 3.1 image sensor, and I can't really comment on what other brands are using, but Chad and them guys there at Exodus are using a 3.1 sensor, and it's delivering.
That's something that we didn't really realize until they released on their podcast, Trail Cam Radio.
Yeah.
If you guys want some great content, check out that. Also, check out Whitetail Cribs on YouTube. Absolutely crushing the game there. But that's something that we didn't know.
And on their YouTube, they also do have a trail camera tip playlist.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. A lot of good knowledge on there that they're giving out. That was like one of their first episodes I ever listened to.
Yeah, it was like in the first 3. I'm like, holy shit.
Holy shit, they're giving away some awesome details. That's when we were like, okay, these guys, pretty solid, we can tell. And that's just another thing. Just like VIP, Exodus, just the people that are backing it, Chad and Jake, just incredibly solid. Like, it's hard to find.
They're going to shoot you straight.
Yeah, it's hard to find companies that are just absolutely solid. You know what I mean? That you can talk to on a personal basis and break down what you got going on.
Not gimmicky, just whatever it is what it is. Whether it hurts or helps them or gets them a sale or whatever, they're going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, and something that just works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just... Sometimes you just need shit to do what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean?
I want to put you on this tree and walk away for just 30 days and come back and just have an ass load of pictures.
Yeah. All right. You got next level?
Yeah, next level. This past week, Scott actually went to a property and he looked at this guy's property and walked through it and kind of, gave his input of what he needed to do. And then Scott went through the hassle of putting together a feeder for this guy, set everything up for him, got him all ready to go, and then also gave him some blocks and some feed. Also delivered some extra blocks and feed to a couple people in the area while he was out that way. So that's just the customer service that Next Level is delivering, and that's one thing we love about him.
That's another one of those smaller businesses in the outdoor industry, just like VIP, just like Exodus. You know what I mean? That have badass stuff that you're going to be able to use, but they're small enough that they're like, man, I still got to grind. I still got to put the work in. Yeah. They're not like, I made it. I made it. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got to do it. But they're still out there putting in the extra stuff to make the sale.
Yeah, they truly care about their end consumer, and that is number one.
Yeah, Ingram's Outdoor Obsession. We're going to break the news on this. He'll probably listen to this. There's going to be 0 turkeys coming from us.
Whoops.
We scared the shit out of some, I'll tell you that. We absolutely scared some. They were scared for their life.
They should have died.
Because
they were so scared.
They were so scared. But other than that, I mean, that's it for Ingram. I mean, all your taxidermy needs, Ingram's Outdoor Obsession, he's crushing it. Bucks will be coming soon. We'll probably do another release on that. Excited for that as always. It's always awesome when you get mounts back.
Yeah.
He was like, man, that Roots video, that buck didn't really give it, it's bigger than it is. I'm like, it's pretty solid, but it's not giant.
Yeah, when you, in the video, you kind of get, we did different angles and stuff, and I'm like, that's a damn solid deer. Best picture ever, though, is you long-arming the shit out of it.
Long-arm.
I'm like, yes.
Homies taught me how to do a good long arm.
Also the back view. Got to get the back view.
Back view.
150 all day.
All right, let's get into the show. All right, we got one of our favorite guests, a returning guest, Matt and Cindy from VIP. How you guys doing tonight?
We're good. We're doing real good because Cindy's about to refill our glasses of wine.
Nice. This is like, there's only one other person that drinks wine on the podcast, so this is pretty epic. We appreciate you guys coming on. You got some big news for VIP, and it's been a while since we had you on a podcast, and it's we talk to you on the phone every now and then, but it's cool how we can get together on a podcast and spend an hour on the phone kind of chit-chatting, and it's just nice to talk to you guys, and like you're so far away in Texas, I wish you guys were closer. We could just cruise down and hang out every now and then.
Oh, man, Cindy and I wished we could throw you guys on a jet, fly your butts down here, and do some pig slaying with us. We're just now got 200-plus acres, high fence, and it's meant to be a broadhead testing grounds. We're going to have whitetail in there, but pigs, big boars to develop broadheads on and continue testing, shoot some good video, and we'd love to have you guys down to just bring some bacon home to your families for sure.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. There's nothing you can really hunt right now, but I see people killing pigs. I'm like, man, like I know I don't want them for the farmers, you know what I mean? But it'd be so cool to just be like, I'm gonna go hunt some pigs today. You know what I mean? Like any time of the year, that'd be cool. So
Yeah, it's funny how that worked out. I got some potential customer called me up and just grilled me about penetration of our new combat veteran that we're going to talk about again today, and I'm like, look, it will penetrate. I said we've tested our broadheads even on pigs, shooting them in the skull just to make sure we can just blow through the skull. Or alligators, right? You can blow right through the skull of an alligator and kill it stone dead. That's the penetrating difference of our broadheads compared to many others. And they sent me a picture of a competitor's product shot in the skull of a deer, and it buried about halfway through to the full diameter of the cutting width of a 3-blade broadhead. And I said, well, ours will penetrate that deer. We don't recommend that shot, but if they move and things happen, as they do in the woods, we'll we'll um, we'll penetrate that. And it was probably a few hours later that Dan DeWitt posted the headshot on that big bore pig that dropped it in its tracks.
Yeah, we've seen
So,
that.
so if we could if we could penetrate the skull of a big bore pig, clearly we're going to do that on a white-tailed deer too, because the thickness of the skull is a lot less on a deer than it is that boar pig.
Yeah, we got our
So,
buddy Paul that took a
Yeah.
took a headshot on a doe. I'm not sure. Was it? I can't. He was crossbow. He said he was comfortable with it. It wasn't
Yeah.
moving, and
But
he's
it
like,
was still like 50
"Yeah."
yards, I
I'm
think.
like, "I'm gonna put her down quick," and dropped her where she stood. So, like you
yeah,
said, it's not a shot that you suggest, but man, if you're comfortable with it, I can't tell you what to do and what not to do as long as your equipment can handle it. You know what I mean? But skull's no
yeah,
joke. There's a lot of bone there.
yeah. I don't, I've tested extensively because over our hog logs, which we built to make sure pigs are, within 20 yards for broadhead testing, I've taken that shot numerous times. I have 100% instant kill on pigs taking that skull shot. So I'm very confident to tell anybody with a veteran or the combat veteran, if that's the shot you feel confident to take at that moment of decision in the woods, our broadhead will deliver. And so I prefer they wait, obviously, for a lung heart shot, and that's the preferred, larger kill zone that'll put them down quick and ethically. But it is what it is in the woods. You got to make decisions at the moment, and it's either you get that bacon or you don't.
For sure. Well, before we dig into this episode, I just want to again just give a huge thank you to you guys. You've supported us for 2.5 years now, almost. So from when
Is
we
it?
were very, I think the first media kit, I would we send them maybe like 300 and something followers and 27 downloads. And you guys were there to support us and. Not just as a company, but as a friendship, and it's grown through the years. And you got us to the ATA show, the exclusive ATA show. So just mad respect for you and Cindy, as a company and just as people. We appreciate you, and we're excited for the combat veteran to be available for people. So let's dig into that.
Yeah, we started today. We're a week late because the whole COVID influence on Pennsylvania and their governor locking everything down. The blade company, because again, we're a 100% American made, and our blades are made in Pennsylvania, and family company, and their employees couldn't come to work because Pennsylvania locked them down. But they persisted through it, and they delivered because they know how important it is for our company to get good blades and be able to assemble and package. And so they actually delivered this week. And today I was able to start assembling combat veterans. I'll do it all weekend long. We will package up Monday and start delivering hopefully Tuesday to all the customers that we've got on our wait list. It's just pretty extensive. So
Yeah, I know
uh,
the COVID's hurting a lot of companies, and a lot of the companies that aren't American made are hurting a lot
Yeah.
worse than other ones. But even the companies that are American made, not people not going to work, man. It just shows you that you the companies everything's intertwined somehow. Where if one thing shuts down, it's going to affect something else, and this just shows how big and how small everything is. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you guys know it. I'm a veteran and I'm a patriot at heart, and I'm a firm believer in our constitutional rights, our Bill of Rights, and we never shut down. I'm not going to let some governor or president tell me I have to shut my business down after investing 25 years of my family sacrifice to get our company to where it is today. I'm not shutting it down over this. The flu, the normal flu every single year kills more people than this COVID thing. So I don't get, this whole COVID overreaction. It's just BS in my mind. That's my perception of all of this. So as a result of that, even though I'm battling cancer and my health is phenomenally jeopardized and I'm more susceptible to catch the flu, whether it's COVID or whatever, I take it upon myself to manage my own health and movements as a priority of my life and its direction versus I'm not going to allow the government to dictate to me because they make decisions that they don't have to bear the consequences of. So our company has never stopped. Our machinists are machining like crazy. Our blade company's still going. Our spring company's still going. Everything is still moving forward to deliver our finished product to our customers that are anxiously awaiting their availability. So, yeah, COVID impacted us through our suppliers a little bit, but we're delivering here pretty quick, and it'll not stop after that. So,
Hell yeah. Well, like we had phenomenal success with the combat veteran last year. When you were kind of giving us the deets early on that, I was like, wow, this is going to be something really cool. And then ATA, I mean, there was multiple people that came by and check it out and wanted to see what it was. And a lot of people come by and checking out the veteran broadheads are always like that. It's either like you're into it or it's that 2 days before season you go and grab something off the shelf. There's like really no in between, you know what I mean? So I feel like
mhm.
the people that are into it are recognizing that this brand is doing big things in engineering and go into just a little bit about the four blade, just in case some of our listeners haven't heard about it, and then go ahead and talk about the new blades availability and how they can get some.
Okay. Um, I'll back up a little bit. The historical evolution of broadheads in the last 50 years has been nobody's made a perfect broadhead yet. And believe me, I've tried. And the two blade momentum management broadhead, the goal being to improve recovery rates, we did that. But there's always a few jokers in the deck that just point out any flaw they can. And occasionally, for whatever reason, our blades, like all other mechanicals, blades don't deploy. Yet, the engineering in the two blade veteran, we 100% still, if you've put it where you're supposed to, quickly and ethically kill that animal for easy recovery. That's why our recovery rates with the two blade veteran far exceeded any prior art history, fixed blade or mechanical. But I'm listening to my customers. They want perfection. I'm going to keep working to achieve that. The combat veteran is a four blade, and as everybody has provided me the feedback to have used it and actually killed animals with it, especially, the singular word that they keep repeating is, man, this thing is flawless. It works 100% of the time. It puts a big hole in animals. Its pass through performance is great. It's quick, it's durable, and it's reusable. And these are all the highlights of what we try to engineer to achieve that perfection in performance at 100 weight limit. And also, I say we do have 125, and we've made a dangerous game model already of 175 grain in the combat veteran as well. So we're pretty excited about raising the bar for what a broadhead can be engineered to deliver.
So what's the diameter and all that stuff?
Well, we don't talk diameter, honey, because
Okay.
that's a marketing BS term. We talk cutting width.
Okay,
We don't shoot circles. We shoot things that have linear lines.
She just said that to get you riled up.
Yeah.
exactly.
That little minutes. 4'8" of just pure meanness. All right. It's cutting width is closed. You're going to have a 1 inch by 1 1/4 inch cut on contact always. When it deploys, which it deploys 100% of the time, it's going to deliver you a 2-inch by 1.25-inch cut. So, and the main two blades, the 2-inch main two blades, will retain our patented and patent pending momentum management capability for automatically adjusting the cutting width to achieve straight line penetration. We will out penetrate all other broadheads in the world because we manage momentum the most effectively and efficiently as any other design. Others will deflect. We don't, or we've minimized that massively. So.
Yeah, that's what I very first noticed was I seen you at the trade show in Illinois in Peoria when they had the Big Buck Classic or whatever in Peoria, and I ended up buying a couple backs, and I really wasn't in the market for broadheads, but I just seen, you know, the I just lost a giant deer for one, and
I remember that conversation.
yeah, for two, when you lose a giant deer, the first thing you do is like, I need some broadheads. You know what I mean? But that's really probably not the case. It's just bad shot placement on my part. But
Well, look, you and I both know is a combination of factors: broadhead design and shot placement. They both play into the end result. That's why recovery rates for fixed blades rarely ever exceed, unless you want to cherry pick a certain year or so, but over 20 years and averaging the results, fixed blades deliver no higher than 85 out of every 100 animals shot, hit, being recovered. And with mechanicals, it's only slightly better. 87 out of every 100 animals hit are recovered. So my goal of engineering has always been, we can freaking do better than that. So when you stepped up to our booth at that trade show, I remember that day you guys were like a couple of youngsters just eager to just
still young pups.
They're a lot more matured now with respect to the industry and bow hunting. And
no, we got kids now. It's completely
Yeah,
game
you got
changer. I had kids then, but now I got 3.
that'll age you.
One, you're like, I got this. 3, you're like, I'm a full-grown man now. This shit's over.
I could recommend you a good doctor. He can fix that problem.
Yeah, I know. I need to go mule deer hunting with him and just have him rip it out. Shout out, Jason. I'm coming, man. Mule deer, ball cutting, one-on-one. How much is it going to cost me?
I'm going to hold out on this trip.
You're not coming, bro? No.
Jason can take care of that for you.
And Jason just got certified as an anesthesiologist.
Yeah, he can put me out before he does it. It's gonna be great.
Just give me the drugs.
He knows you, so he probably will make you experience some pain.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll give me a half dose for one nut. I can feel it in one nut.
Hey, Jason Ballas, we love you, brother.
Yeah, we love you, man. I miss you, man. I ain't seen you forever. Oh,
I know. That man he's the walking, talking, real, true hero. Dude.
He is, dude.
Yeah,
he's a warrior, and I love him to death. I'm saddened to the fact that he's a liberal, but I still love him to death.
It's shout out to him for finally passing that. He worked on that for a long time, and I can't imagine the amount of knowledge you got to know to do that.
Have to call him Dr. Ballas.
Yeah, he's Dr. Ballas now.
I'm not doing that. No.
We got to now. Oh, but yeah.
He has been studying like you have no idea, and I believe Cindy just said, I wasn't aware, but I know he's going to take his boards. But I think he just passed his boards. He's actually a doctor now.
He got his diploma. He put it online.
He went from enlisted to officer to doctor. That man is determined, and
he's going to be an astronaut next.
That's the key word.
Yeah.
Hey, he might end up being a doctor for the Space Force. How cool would that be?
That would be cool. Yeah.
The dude, I am proud to call him my friend and fellow warrior. He's a combat veteran, multiple times decorated, Purple Heart, you name it, he's got it. He is the backbone of our nation. So, I mean, this is why we called our broadhead the veteran initially, was to honor people like him. And now the combat veteran is that step above in performance that is respective of that additional level of respect and naming it to people exactly like Jason, who have been in combat, who have taken bullets, have survived, and continue to step forward into the fight. I mean, for the benefit of our nation. I mean, how? I mean, I can't speak any more eloquently of my respect for people like Jason.
Yeah.
You know?
Mad respect for him, and he's a blast to hang out with. On top of that, he's not
Oh,
only like a genius and like the most humblest dude ever, he's just a
Right.
blast to hang out with. So,
yeah, you got to be on your toes around him because he'll zing you. He's like
oh
my
yeah,
good. He's like a phenomenally good close friend of mine called Roland Witt. If you're not ready to take incoming, you better not go around it because you're going to get some incoming. You better be able to fire back. It's a lot of fun. So,
all right. Well,
so
let's get back in the broadhead talk. We had some success with the combat veteran, but the new blades are intact, going to be able to order. So go ahead and break down the new blades as to what they are and why they took some time to get.
Okay, the prototypes that we sent out to everybody to independently test and provide feedback upon, they were made out of 420 stainless steel, which is a steel that is widely used by a lot of the competitors out there as their go-to steel. I'm not satisfied with that quality of performance, but it's the only steel that was available for us to get prototypes out there in the field. We finally were able to get the tool and die done so we can stamp our higher quality steel, which is 440A surgical steel, and allows us to Rockwell harden it to 58 HRC. That means it's extremely it's 10x more durable. Our edge retention is unmatched. It just means I hit my target goal of achieving, like everybody's experience with the veteran, same blade material as the veteran. Durable and reusable is important to us. So if we're asking you to pay $50 per package of combat veterans for 3 of them, you're going to be able to hunt for seasons, not just one deer, but for seasons long, multiple seasons with one broadhead, maybe two, until you feel the need to resharpen or replace the blades on it. Durable and reusable is a very critical component of my engineering effort because, man, it's expensive to do bow hunting nowadays. Bows are expensive, stabilizers, sights, rests. It adds up. Cost of licenses is going up. Okay, I want you to buy one pack of broadheads, as we've had many customers with our two blade veteran do. They've hunted 4 seasons and they're still working on one pack of broadheads. They haven't shot the third broadhead yet. It's still brand new. That's a pretty good bang for your buck right there.
Yeah, and the edge retention is no joke. Homie cuts himself every time. We took some pictures for you recently. Homie cut himself.
Yep.
Every
Oh,
time.
I picked a
like how he
broadhead.
just threw you under the bus, homie.
Yeah.
Oh no, but it's true. Like I just showed him. I said, "Hey, I taking pictures Saturday or Sunday. Cut myself." I said, "Every time I touch these damn broadheads, I get cut."
We had a VIP family member in Australia, Alan Rutherford. He's a crack shot with a bow. Australian national competitive archer, was going to travel to America to compete. He's that good. He's really a fine archer, but he's also an avid bow hunter. And he did a recent video with a local pro shop down in Australia about broadheads. And of course, he encompassed the VIP family of products in there as well. And he picked one up to demonstrate how it works. And he pulled the ring back on the two blade veteran. Whack! I knew immediately that he cut himself, and he fessed up afterwards that dang, he cut himself and he wouldn't quit bleeding.
Oh yeah, at ATA you're always like, don't hit that
Yeah.
button. You're like,
Yeah.
make sure your fingers are clear. I'm like, oh god.
I
And when-
think at
when-
the ACA this year that we actually gave out a couple band-aids.
Yeah, we did. But Cindy's stat on the band-aids. You need to like make sure next year those band-aids are just the sissiest band-aids you can find.
Yeah, I gave out some SpongeBob band-aids.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Real-
Hello, Kitty.
Hello Kitty. baby.
Hello,
Yeah.
Kitty. That'd be real tough. That'd be
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
So,
Homie have those on every finger.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Also, on the combat veteran, we want to point out too that in the package this year, along with the veteran with the new packaging, we're giving out
VIP,
the VIP practice points in there too.
which also doubles as a small game head.
Exactly. So that's something new in the packaging that you're going to get this year also. Even with, the old packaging that we still have some of the veterans, you're still going to get the new practice points
For every order.
for every order that you get. So that's, also new with the veterans and the combat veterans also.
I was
Yeah.
shooting that the other day, or a couple days ago, in a foam deer target, and they go out the back of it because it's kind of blown out. It's a little old, and the the VIP tipped ones with the practice tips were like 8 inches more penetration. I was like, man, you get a hell of penetration with these. So it must be that sharp edge cutting.
Well,
Well,
that's the thing. It took me 2.5
same.
years to develop that 4-blade, if you will, tip geometry. A lot of people think, oh, just put a trocar tip on it and you're good to go. No. Okay. I synthesized down to the,
It's the
I
same
hate to talk.
geometry
It's the same geometry as a veteran, the combat veteran, but
right.
the reality is it took 2.5 years to develop that specific geometry. So it's a phenomenally well-engineered tip that solves two major problems: accuracy through the air for molecular airflow control, as well as bone breaching penetration. And I'm glad you were able to experience the difference in simply a foam target, how effective that tip geometry is. Just imagine that on an animal, right? Through the skull of a coyote or a chest of a coyote or whatever small game you want to kill, right? Bobcats, raccoons, squirrels, rabbits, whatever. Not only do we deliver the penetration, but unlike a field point, which is unethical to shoot through an animal, you have a mini 4-blade broadhead up front of our geometry of our field point, practice point, and it will quickly and ethically kill an animal as a broadhead would. But it's a whole lot cheaper than sending a combat veteran through a rabbit,
Yeah.
So less meat damage. You still get to enjoy a quick ethical kill, recovery, rabbit or a squirrel or whatever it is you want to eat. Enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm excited to shoot something with it and see
I was
how it
gonna
does.
say,
I haven't got to shoot a live critter with it yet.
Well, when you shoot it, even if you shoot rocks or something with it, we've just had a customer call us up yesterday and talk about, I shot this and that, and it kind of rolled over the tip, and I reminded him of saying, hey, just take a rat tail file, a round file, or a file that you would use to sharpen your chainsaw. Just give it a few licks and knock that little elf toe off the very tip, and it'll bring it back to a sharp point tip that's even. And keep killing with it. He was like, no kidding, that's awesome. And so that's what he did, and it performs as if it was new out of the package still. So it's very durable and reusable.
But even if you order like a 100 grain or 175 grain or 125 grain, you're going to get that field point, or your practice point for that package. So we already have those tips made for those packages.
For those weights.
For those weights. So we've accommodated for
all
everything,
of our weights.
for all
Yeah,
of our
that's
weights.
great. So you ain't got to worry about getting a 175 grain field tips or 125 grain field tips. You have something to at least shoot,
Sight in with.
sight in with and shoot.
And as you guys know, if you sight in with these field points, any field point of the proper weight or our VIP practice point, those broadheads go exactly where your field points go. And there's no additional tuning needed like so many other competitors' products are requiring you to do.
Yeah, that veteran's flying real solid.
Yeah.
So
That shot that homie made on that doe, man, your guys' 4K camera is awesome. That was just like picture perfect shot placement. It was beautiful. Good shot, homie.
Cody did a good job filming. I got
That
lucky.
Cody filmed it?
Cody filmed it.
No.
yeah, I'm rookie as hell, but sometimes I come out.
Dude, that was awesome. I've seen your prior efforts. They didn't turn too well. That was a good one.
Yeah, we're getting better. We keep upping our gear and lenses, man. Lenses is key. We had good lenses this year. We spent a lot of money on lenses, but now we got everything. So
Good. Well,
Maybe.
that's what Cindy and I talk about. When you guys need support to get the best equipment you need to do what you guys are doing, let us know. We're here to help.
yeah, hopefully we can bring some more epic kill shots. We just
Yeah.
got to get some stuff with a bow, man. It's not for lack of trying. I tell you
No.
that. We didn't add hours up last year, but man, homie spent 2 weeks in a tree every day. What'd you do? Like 9 all-day sets?
Let's see. So we started. Well, actually, on that Friday night, we were
Yeah.
out here. I was on the west side, and went through that weekend. We missed that Tuesday morning hunt, and we had
Yeah.
a shooter show up. And then hunted that weekend. We went down to Missouri. Didn't really hunt all day down there.
Mm-hmm.
Took the afternoon off, quartering up your buck. Spent the day Sunday at home because I'd basically been a week on going hard. The following week, Monday through Sunday afternoon, I took the Sunday afternoon off just to get it squared away, get everything ready for work.
Yeah.
So let's see,
9 or 10.
3 days, 3 days with a gun, but the other 11 with a bow.
Yeah.
The other 10 with
Plus
a bow, but I
all
took one off.
all the time in October before
Yeah.
I
that.
know
But
What's that 3 days with a gun stuff?
Well, you see,
you know, we're bringing gun hunting back. Sometimes we got to get out there and touch them.
You know we support that 100%. Just get out there and put that meat in the freezer. Sometimes what you got to do, you got to do it.
What
Yeah,
about that turkey hunting out there? Where's those turkeys?
Oh,
We
Cindy.
got.
Cindy,
I
let's.
know, homie. I mean, come on.
I mean, we got some footage coming out, but there's no kills.
There's no kills at all.
Real close. I mean, like as close as you can get. So, but no
That's-
kills. But
Just the way it goes sometimes.
yeah,
you
shit
know.
happens when you're hunting, man. You just gotta just keep rolling.
That's the
lot of new. We hunted out of blind this year. Not really hunted out of blind, but trying to get that real solid film.
It was just one of them things of trying to be out there as much as possible. And the day before it had rained, and we still wanted to hunt. So we're like, hey, this is our only
Absolutely
option.
poured.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
because I'm like, raining in the timber, they like to be out in the fields. And I'm like, I got a good spot for it. And we went out and set it up. And we did see a tom. He's about 250 yards away.
We were in the action all.
Yeah, I would
all
say there
year.
was literally, like, we try to do updates and stuff throughout the day as we're hunting. And there's almost no time to do that
Yeah.
because we're literally in the chips almost all the time.
Yeah.
If I see a turkey 250 yards away and he's over there and I'm here, I'm getting my butt out of that blind and I'm going after him. That's kind of how I hunt.
I can tell you the only turkey I saw this year was crossing the road as I was driving down the road.
We had a little better season than you, but not much. Not much.
I apologize. My health hasn't allowed us.
Ask me.
My health has not allowed us to go hunt. So I apologize, honey. So
Hey, it's perfectly fine.
Cindy's number one critter to chase in this whole planet is that wild American turkey.
Yeah, I know. I'm
She-
still waiting on them to go turkey hunting somewhere. Me and you go hunt elk. I don't even care if we hunt anything. Let's just go hang out with Jason in the woods.
Yeah, no. If you and I going elk hunting, we don't want Jason anywhere around. 'Cause I've seen season after season, he just doesn't get it done. With you and me alone, I promise you, I will get it done for you.
Hey, we have a chance to go. If you could get yourselves here, we have a chance to get an elk for like $800.
Yeah, you meet a doe.
A doe.
Yeah, I mean a
A cow elk.
If you want to come down to Texas, we can put you on an elk and you can shoot that combat veteran through it. And that's the fun and the beauty of living in Texas.
I
is we
know,
have-
yeah. You guys
I
got all
think-
kinds of stuff to hunt, and
Oh,
you got
yeah.
chances to do it all year round.
Elk meat is
just-
absolutely delicious.
Yeah. That's
Kevin,
like buying a cow. Like, it's the same
Yeah.
price.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, we're blessed to have Kevin Pacetis be part of our VIP family now. We hired him to be our sales director. And, but Kevin has a lot of relationships with ranches around Texas that we now as a VIP family get to enjoy. And, so one of the ranches has too many elk on it and they want to get rid of some of them. So hopefully in the next weekend or two, we can get over to that ranch and put a combat veteran through an elk and not only have all that wild, delicious meat, but video it, and
Yeah.
try to show folks that, you're shooting little old white-tailed deer. I don't care if they're little southern cows deer that are weigh 90-pound max, or they're northern Canadian deer that weigh 350 pounds, or a big mule deer. It doesn't matter. This combat veteran or our veteran broadhead will blow right through, kill it quick and ethically. So, and and unlike all other companies that just stop right there, we keep moving forward with the fact that pick us up, clean us off, and you're ready to kill again right now. No resharpening necessary, no replacement of blade. We don't have any plastic, no rubber bands, no O-rings. It's just well engineered. So memories, that's what we deliver. We don't deliver dead critters. We deliver awesome memories that you'll enjoy for a lifetime.
Yeah. Memories and
Taxidermy bills.
taxidermy bills and full freezers.
Yeah, yeah. See, if I shot that big old doe that you shot, homie, for sure, 100%, I would have skinned that thing out like a rug, and I'd have asked what's your taxidermist you guys use?
Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram.
Ingram. I would have sent that to Ingram's in an instant and said, please tan this hide with a fur on so I can have this memory to last for a lifetime.
Yeah.
So,
You
yeah,
need
that
to
Would
was
have
a
made a
big,
really nice rug.
Yeah, she was a big
yeah,
doe.
that was a big doe in prime winter fur. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Come
homie
on.
picked the biggest one. Somehow we communicated for me to be on the right animal too.
Unlike turkey season.
Unlike turkey season, I mean, sometimes I crush it, sometimes I'm garbage.
We just need one prospect out there.
Yeah. What we need is we need one buck to just stop where we can shoot him and not
Yeah.
run through a shooting lane or something like that. We were close last year. We were close to killing some absolute giant deer, but close doesn't count, man.
Well, remember, Cindy and I have always had the mentality of this industry is so focused on shooting the big bucks. We don't subscribe to that mentality because your average bow hunter might bow hunt for 30 years, right? And out of those 30 seasons, he might get 2 or 3 opportunities at a Boone and Crockett animal. Really? Okay, let's be generous. 5 opportunities out of 30 to shoot a Boone and Crockett animal. So we've engineered the design of our veteran and combat veteran to ensure the highest recovery potential and exceed his expectations of that shot scenario situation, which is not always perfect. So that leaves 25 years of, hey, you might shoot a 125-inch 8-point or a fat doe or two. That's what we're still going to deliver for.
Oh yeah, I love putting the does down. That happens every
Hey,
year.
we love. I'm telling you, I'm a doe. I prefer to shoot does over. Yes, on the ranch that we used to have for lease, because of the situation, we kind of trophy hunted on it, and I'd pass other bucks, but smaller bucks, because we had some big wild free range low fence bucks running the property. But I would always fill my doe tags. I didn't care. Oh, it's rut. Don't shoot that doe. BS. I'd send. I like eating venison, and especially now in my health situation, the doctor recommends eating wild game because it's more beneficial to me. And so that's what we do. I mean, Cindy, what did you feed me? Venison spaghetti for 4 days in a row there. It was delicious.
Well, I did venison spaghetti. I do venison tacos.
Yeah.
We do venison as much as we possibly can. So
yeah, we eat a lot of wild game.
Yeah, so do we. I don't buy burger. Like I got a 15-pound roll of burger like 4 months ago. I still got some of it in my freezer. Like unless I'm having a burger, I'm not using cow. Like I'll eat the shit out of a steak though. You put a steak in front of me, that thing better be giant because I'm gonna smash that. But
I'm right there with you. Yeah, I'm right there. I love a fillet.
oh yeah, I like them all. Filet, sirloin, strip. It don't matter. Meat's meat, man.
Love our tenderloins and stuff like that. I was gonna say the S word, but there you go.
I'm looking forward to Cindy. I want Cindy to put off her little crossbow. She's going to launch this combat veteran and kill one of these great big fat juicy cow elks.
Oh, it's gonna be
And
awesome.
I just want to be able to sit in the blind and videotape it, right? And but boy, the goal is put all that meat in the freezer because it's, oh my gosh, it's just delicious. So that's
Yeah,
what
for
we're.
sure. That's a lot of
I
meat and
Yeah, we can't
good
do it
meat.
this weekend. I hope in the next few weekends we can get that done. Um, so that's our focus here in Texas is to get the. Hey, there's also a bunch of on this particular ranch. There's a bunch of aoudad and fallow deer, and so if a fallow doe or an aoudad steps out in front, we're gonna skewer the hell out of that too.
I've never
So
had aoudad. I'd
it,
eat it though.
uh, it's like a
Audad's
sheep.
not supposed to be very good, and I mean I never had Audad,
Yeah,
but
you did that one right there.
yeah, but we never ate it because it
We
wasn't
ate the
very.
back straps out of that, and everybody said, "Oh, it's not. It's tough. It's not going to taste good." And the reality was, the back straps out of it, hey, they were good. I'd shoot another one and eat that joker, no problem. So, but it's a sheep, so it's just a different flavor, different texture. It's definitely tougher than a white-tailed deer, for example.
I'm in on
But,
some lamb chops though. I'll smash lamb
Is it
chops.
more of a white meat?
yeah,
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
white. It's a lot firmer. It is tougher.
Like a tougher pork?
They're
Yeah.
just a tough animal. I mean, it definitely takes. It's like we had Bill. What's his last name? Bill from PSC.
Epps.
Bill Epps.
Epper.
Bill Eppers from PSC Factory Shooters was shooting the combat veteran, and he ended up shooting a massive Aoudad ram, just massive. And the number one thing that not only all the bow hunters that were there to witness that, but the outfitter stated that out of all the years they've seen massive big bull ram aoudad shot with a bow or a rifle, they have never seen such a quick kill and a short distance the animal ran. They're that tough because their vitals are more forward. They're very well protected, like African animals.
I think
And
that's the thing with the combat veteran. Once you kill it, it's a quick ethical kill.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
we penetrate quick. We do massive damage within the vitals, and we get the exit wound, so the recovery is quick. It's easy and quick. I mean, right now we have. I'm just going to say it just because I don't know 100% of the results of the combat veteran being out in the field, but we have from everything reported from killed with a combat veteran, smashed our own record of the veteran recovery rates. We have a 99+% recovery rate with a combat veteran. And in the number of animals killed, I've never seen anything close to this, even the veteran broadhead. So I am really excited to think I've been blessed enough to figure out how to configure within the small narrow window of 100 grains all the necessary details of impact energy absorption, the perfection of blade release mechanism, and the cutting widths. It just came together like a perfect storm, and we've achieved a phenomenal broadhead in 100 grains. Plus, we have 125, 175, which widens the window of capability engineering wise, but it's still the same as the 100 grain. And they're all just performing. That's that same word that keeps coming back is from all the people in the field that have killed with it flawlessly. It is performing flawlessly.
Yeah, when I shot my doe, we just kind of looked at each other in the tree and was just like, wow. Like, that's all we could say was just wow, And that was the first time we had got to send one. And um, that's it. Just wow, It's just breathtaking. And we just walked right to that deer. It is about 42 yards away from where we shot it. And
Blood everywhere.
yeah, just at night, you were following a
Yeah.
blood trail with a flashlight, walking. Like, it was just
Yeah.
almost daytime. And no issues there. And we were just blown away. And we're looking back at the tree when we're standing at the deer. And we're like, damn, that was quick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. When we get feedback from, I take great stock and put high value upon our customers, all of them that call me up or text me and send me photographs and this and that, and they make the comments of, with a veteran broadhead and now the combat veteran, when they tell me they're shocked and amazed at shooting animal after animal, and rare is it that they make that 50-yard line mark from where they were shot and hit versus where they end up laying dead. When I hear somebody talk about exceeding that 50-yard line, that gets my attention. And then I get more inquisitive and ask questions upon, okay, what was the animal's position? Can you do the forensics, please, and let me know what the impact position was versus the exit wound, and those forensic details. I want to understand more of how did it get past that 50-yard mark, and because it's becoming a rare oddity for customers to have an animal go more than 50 yards. And with the veteran or the combat veteran, especially the combat veteran now, because that's a 4-blade design that
Cutting a big
adds,
hole.
yeah, or it aids in the lethality of the animal bleeding out quicker. And even they talk about Dr. Ed Ashby and his single bevel and all this kind of stuff, and being the go-to broadhead with heavy weights and more FOC. The reality is, the recovery rates do not support the claims and in the recovery rates, right? And so that's the goal of any broadhead, is to kill an animal quickly, ethically, and recover it. So that's been my focus, not just bone breaching and pass through performance, but recovery rates. That's where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. So our numbers smash all of the claims of all these other broadheads, and that's the reality of what we're out there to do, is quickly and ethically kill the animal and recover it. So we're very, we're humbled and thankful for the path that led us to engineering these designs, and the customers that use them and can confirm the fact that we've delivered what we've tried to engineer and claim to deliver. So independently, yeah, I got a lot of people will say anything, but we like independent results, because that's the truth. So,
Yep, for sure. All right, well, let the listeners know where they can purchase these heads.
well, you can call us up 512-801-0112 or 512-515-6299. You'll get Cindy or I, and we take great pride in the fact that, unlike a lot of other companies, if you try to call the owners of it, you'll never get them. You call either of those two numbers, you get Cindy or I, and we can talk broadheads and bow hunting and share stories, and you can place your order after talking about, answering all your questions. Or you can go to www.veteranip.com and place your order there.
Well, within the next week, we will be updating the website so that the inventory will show
The combat
the
veteran is
combat
available.
veteran is available,
Right.
and you will be able to place your order on the website.
Right. Also, while we're in the works of it, we did sign some paperwork, and we hired a phenomenally, well, the number one company in the industry, Rubline Marketing, to support our marketing efforts for VIP, to get us to where we want to go with our company, is to be the number one broadhead manufacturer in the world. So a press release will be coming out to announce that to the bow hunting world, the archery industry, shortly, as well as other press releases. But it's a big step for VIP, because we're in it to win it, and we've got the designs and the patents to protect us, and we're coming.
Heck yeah, man, we're super excited for you and Cindy, and you guys deserve it. You've been working on this a long time, and you came out with an absolute incredible product. Like I said, a lot of people are aware of it. We have a lot of listeners that are shooting the veteran, and I don't know if they make the switch or not. A lot of people love the veteran, and it'd be interesting to see if they go to the combat veteran or not. We have fallen in love with the combat veteran. It's just, it's like you said, it's flawless and almost sexy. The way the blades snap in, and
What a great word. Sexy.
yeah.
Hey,
I
well,
don't know.
here's something we'll pass on to our listeners of the podcast is, um, because the veteran has been so successful, and we've got 4 years of production experience under our belt, so to speak. We've really refined our ability to manufacture the veteran at the lowest cost possible, even though it's 100% American made. So what we're doing is this year we're able to lower the cost of a package of 3 veterans plus a VIP practice point with that to $35 a pack. Now the combat veteran, brand new product on the market, lots of engineering, lots of overhead expenses. I apologize. It's still $50 a pack for a package of 3 combat veterans with a VIP practice point with those. But that's the cost differential that we're working towards is so a combat veteran package of 300 grains, 125 grains is $50. The veteran proven, we've refined the production, $35 a pack. So even though we're 100% made in America, because of the efficiencies in manufacturing and the volumes that we got to, we're able to lower our costs on the veteran that quickly. Just 4 short years, and we're able to lower the cost. So we want our customers to know that if they want to try momentum management broadheads, they can try them for $35 a pack in the 2-blade variety.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a great price, man. $35 a pack.
Yeah.
That's that's competing with everybody on the market, even Chinese steel, you know. Um, but like most broadheads now are around that $50 mark for good quality stuff. You know what I mean? So we're gonna shoot the combat veteran at that $50 mark. But we still got the veterans. We might you might switch it up. They're still flying true. You know what I mean? So you might be filling a 2-blade one day and it might hit the quiver. Or, you never know. So I need to
Put them
carry
both
like.
in. Put them both in there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll probably miss the first 2 shots. The third shot, if I get one, probably be a veteran.
Hey, I gotta say, I saw homie's capabilities to shoot, and he freaking 12 ringed that doe. So yeah, I've seen you shoot too, Cody, and you might need a little practice.
Hey, you never know, man. I need some practice. I tell homie if I got a gun, I'm pretty solid. I haven't missed in a while, but I didn't even draw my bow on a buck last year.
Hey, how big was that 190 something inch? What was that end up result for that massive buck you shot with a gun?
192 and some change. 193 pretty much. 192 and some change.
Hey, I will shake
Mine
your
is
hand
50 inches for a shotgun kill. If I buckmastered, it'd have been 240 though.
At least.
And Cindy and I will always 100% support you pulling out that gun and making that memory of a buck of a lifetime 1,000%. So we sell broadheads and we want you to shoot our stuff, but Cindy and I,
Oh yeah,
we promote the fantastic opportunity we have as Americans to hunt these beautiful wild animals that we get to hunt every year. And if it means you need to pull a gun out to be successful with the animal that you've targeted, do it, brother. We're 1,000% behind you. Go do it.
Yep.
So,
We know you are, but we still feel like we're cheating on you.
Yeah. I just got to do whatever it takes to kill, man, and sometimes it just seems to happen that way.
Cindy, cheater. Cindy says you're cheating, but just know I'm the guy that ends up putting a signature on the check.
I killed $3 in a row in 3 years with the veteran. Come on, give me some street cred.
I'm the one that authorizes it. Oh shit! I own the company and I'm getting kicked to the curb like a wife. Oh shit!
Just remember, 100% veteran owned, American made. That's what it is.
Yeah, you guys know us well enough. We only ever want you guys to succeed to your wildest dreams with all the efforts that you've started and built. And then also, what's our number one priority for you guys in the woods?
Have fun. That's what you always say. Make sure, no matter what you guys are doing, make sure you're having fun. That's what we try to do.
I don't care how you accomplish it with a gun, a bow, a rifle, a shotgun rifle, a pistol. I don't care. You guys just enjoy every day you're blessed. Yeah, enjoy every single day you're blessed to be out there and that's it. That's really this. It's as simple as this. Because as you guys know, I'm kind of battling something that's pretty tough right now, and I'm unable to get out even to a really close ranch. I just can't get there and do it, and so I am struggling with this, and so I'm living through you guys and those of our VIP family members that are able to still get out there and do it. So
Well, you appreciate you still putting the combat veteran together, and it's super cool to know that your hands are the ones that built these broadheads that we're getting. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it shows a lot. You know, you say American veteran made. I mean, you're putting them together in your house, so you don't get much more better than that. So
yeah, that's what's happening.
That is exactly what's happening.
Sitting here assembling broadheads every
assembling
day.
broadheads every day.
we
That's right.
appreciate you guys so much. We've said it a bunch, but we have huge respect for you and Cindy and all you've done for us, and that's about all we can say, man.
Well, look forward to
Well,
what
we
you and
appreciate
homie,
you guys.
you and homie put your minds together to do. And homie, you've been pretty quiet this whole conversation. And,
He's quiet every podcast. I gotta I try to get him to talk more. I just talk too much, I think.
homie's got that. He would have made a good sailor because he's
Quiet
got that.
but dangerous.
Yes,
He's got that
exactly.
warped sense of humor that's hilarious. And I
Yeah.
look forward to seeing what else you guys come out with. And Cindy and I will, whatever your dreams and realities and needs are, Cindy and I back you 1,000%. Just let us know. Just talk to us, and we'll do what we can do to make that dream become a reality. We really appreciate what you guys have done. You guys have grown ridiculously beyond even what we thought you would do, and that is 1,000% credit to just the friendship that you two guys share and the family sacrifice that you guys, your wives and kids, have made to allow you to do what you're doing. And we really appreciate it. And just
And
just
thank
know
you
that.
so much
Yeah.
for 2 years of a great friendship.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
really-
and family. It's just it's
It's
awesome.
good. It's
Thank
what
you so much.
it's what America's all about. So you're
And
living
thank
your
you for the
dreams.
support at the ATA show. I
Yeah.
didn't get to say that to you guys.
Yeah, we had
I would say we wish you could have.
a dad moment, and what me and homie always say, it's like we do this on the side, and just some days homie's like, I didn't get the post out on time. I'm like, dad first every day of your life. Dad first, then
Yeah.
everything else is after. And he tells me the same thing. I'm like, damn it, I'm not gonna be able to make it today. I can't go hunting. He's like, dad first. You know what I mean? That's the way we put it. We know that we're gonna be able to hunt for
That's
hopefully at least 20 years after our kids are gone, maybe 30. You know what I mean? So,
Well, let me tell you, I take care of my grandson every day of the week, and I do that. Plus, I take care of Matt. Plus, I run the business, and so it's
Yeah.
just like it's grandma and Matt.
it's pretty
and
badass, grandma. What's your grandma doing? She's just making broadheads. So
Yeah, that'd be sick.
that'd be sick.
So I try to do it all at the same time. So it's wife and grandma and mom and all of that and do it all. So Matt just had to run out real quick. But it's do it all and try to do the best that you can.
Yep.
And that's all you can do.
That's what we try to do. We just try to do the best we can on here and put out content for people, and we feel dedicated now. We have so many people that are like, oh man, we gotta wait a week to listen now because I've listened to everything that you've ever made. I'm like,
Yeah.
you listen to like 100 hours of me talk. You know what I mean? That's not even with guests. That's just like me talking. So it's just we're just blown away, by our listener support and the support from you guys. But we can go ahead and end it here, Cindy. We appreciate you guys coming
Okay.
on. We know that we want to keep it short because Matt's dealing with a lot of stuff right now. But we appreciate you
Yeah,
guys coming on, and it's nice talking to you guys.
we appreciate everything you guys have done for us and your wives and the kids and everything like that. We love y'all 100%.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, catching up with Matt and Cindy. As you heard, Matt had some stuff going on, had to cut her a little quick there, but he's assembling these broadheads in-house here, making them day by day. So if you want to get your order in, support American-made, better-known business, check them out. He gave both your numbers in here, or you can check them out right on the website. Like they said, the website will be getting revamped, and you will be able to order from there towards the end of the week when this is released. So keep checking back. With the COVID talk and stuff going on, it set back every company a little bit. But this being an American-made product, to be able to get it out a little bit sooner. So keep going out there, just like he said. You never know when your last hunt's going to be your last hunt, and for him, he's wishing he could get out there more, and he's living through others. So when you're out there with your friends, your buddies, try to leave a legacy, and Whitetail Legacy's out.